What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Dillbob's Bets, back here with another game slate of Week 3 of the NFL season between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills, Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime. Now, let's take a look at the betting trends, and I got 5 player props that I really like, and then I'll give you guys 2 or 3 touchdown props, and I'll also even sprinkle in my first touchdown scorer, who I think will be scoring first in this game. Now, as you can see, the Bills open up at about 11.5 point favorite. I see some places having them at 12 too, which is pretty interesting. Against the spread, you can see, that they hit that 60% of times. And then the Dolphins are at plus 11.5, and the over/under is at 49.5. And what's cool about Outlier, you can kind of go in and see the different offenses and then versus the defenses against each other. It's pretty unique. Then we can go look at what the public's doing too. So the public is leaning towards the Buffalo Bills for the spread and the money line. And then the over is the lean. It seems like me personally would probably lean the under and the Bills. So here are my 5 player props. Let's get right into them. We're going to start with the Miami Dolphins. And we're going to go Tua Tagovailoa under 238 passing yards. He hit this in 2 of 2 games last year against the Bills. And the thing is that the Bills do very well is they take away the deep ball against the Miami Dolphins. So when you look at it like, are they going to throw for a lot of yards? I highly doubt it. It's going to be a lot of dink and dunk, a lot of Devon Achane, probably more than Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Those boom plays probably won't be hitting. And as you can see, Lamar and Justin went under. They try to limit those plays and try to keep you in front of them. So I'm going to lean towards Tua under 238 passing yards. And my next bet's going to be the other quarterback, which is Josh Allen over rushing attempts, over 6.5. He did not hit this in any of those games last year, but if you do look in his last 5, he's hit this in 4 of his last 5 games and would have hit it last week if he wasn't taken out of the game early. And then as you can see here, Drake May against Miami had 10 rushing attempts, doubled his line, and Daniel Jones had 7 when it was 5.5. So this is really cool to look at and be able to see. This app is so cool. It can tell you everything that you need to know. And as you can see, they are the worst ranked team against the run. So, yeah, that's going to be my first 2. Then we're going to go back to the Miami Dolphins, and we're going to go back to the guy I just said, Devon Achane, over 38.5 receiving yards. He had this in 2 of 2 games against the Bills because the game script is leaned towards him to get dink and dumps. And you know they're not going to throw run the ball. As you can see right here, as of right now, they have passed the ball 72% of the time compared to 28% run rate. So I think that he's going to get a lot of targets. He leads the team in targets too. So he's going to get the touches. I think he's going to go over this. And as you can see this year, last week he had a really good game, but he did struggle against a really good offense. But if you look against the defense, it is saying opponent rank 1. But that was last year too as well. So I would definitely lean Devon Achane over 38.5 receiving yards just because I think they're going to have 2 high safeties and they're just going to let them have everything in front of them. And I think Devon will probably have like 6 catches for like 50 yards. My next player prop is going to be another running back for Another running back for the Buffalo Bills, and that's going to be Ray Davis over 19.5 rushing yards. He's hit this in 2 of 2 games against the Miami Dolphins, and in a short week, playing Sunday, now they're playing Thursday. I think James Cook will still have a great game. I think that they're going to have to lean more towards Ray Davis getting some more touches because I think that they're not going to try to abuse him over that 4-day span. I think he's going to easily, as you can see, Ramondre went over last week, and this is a bad Miami Dolphins defense, man, really bad. So I really do like 19.5, and I think you'll probably see 6 or 7 touches, maybe even more. Okay, perfect. And then the next guy that I'm going to take, and I'm going to make this quick and easy for you guys, and then if you want to use Outlier, use it. It is awesome. It'll help you guys out with whatever you want to do. And my next guy's going to be Jalen Waddle, under 15.5 receiving yards. He had this in both games last year against the Bills, and like I said, the Bills are going to take away those big boom plays. I think they will. They'll try to keep you in front of them. And I think he's going to struggle. And as you can see, he has 11 targets on the year. And I think this, and if you go look at the receiving yards versus Buffalo, most receivers have went under. And I think Zay Flowers only went over just because of how good Lamar was in the scrambling game and the improvising game and getting those guys open. So please lean towards Jalen Waddle under 50.5. This is probably one of those ones that I probably wouldn't touch in a parlay, strictly because I don't really know what the game script's looking like, but I'm definitely not going to tell you this is not a good bet because this is a really good bet still. But those 4 are the better ones for sure. And now let's go into my touchdown scores. So my touchdown scores are pretty simple and easy. It's going to be Josh Allen, as the Dolphins have already given up 3 touchdowns to quarterbacks this year. And if you go look at his rush attempts in the red zone, he's got 9. He's guaranteed to get in this week. And then I think James Cook will be the other guy that gets in too. And then like I said, sprinkle in Ray Davis too as well, just because I think that he's going to get a lot of more work, and I think they're going to try to get him in the end zone in this game. Also, my favorite play, though, is going to be Keon Coleman to get a touchdown this week. And I was looking more into this one. This one's a pretty cool one to look at. He has the most targets on the team. He had a really good week 1 against the Baltimore Ravens, had a tough week last week against Sauce Gardner. But as you can look down here, yeah, there's 3 wide receivers that have scored against this Miami defense. And you can look at Kyshawn Boutte and Michael Pittman, and they are both the X receivers. And the X receiver in this game is Keon Coleman. So I'm leaning Keon Coleman to score in this game as well. And I also like Dalton Kincaid as well. So you guys have stayed here long enough. We've only been here for 7 minutes. So let's get right into what probably everyone wants to listen to. And that is the first touchdown score in this game that I will be posting tomorrow on TikTok. And if you got here early, this is what you guys get. You get the benefit of looking at it early and seeing what I'm seeing. So my first touchdown score, like I already said, is going to be Keon Coleman. I think that this is going to be a really good one. I think the Bills will score first. I'd be really shocked to see if the Dolphins scored first. But if they do, Devon Achane is probably always a good one to bet too as well. But I'm leaning Keon Coleman for this one. And my second guy that would be my second guy that I'd choose, which I'll probably sprinkle a little bit more money on, like probably half a unit, is going to be Dalton Kincaid. This guy is blowing up again. He's becoming the receiver or tight end that everyone thought he would be. Josh Allen loves him. He's leading the team in targets too. Not leading the team in targets, but I think red zone targets. Sorry, that's on me. Let's go look. And that's what's cool about this app. You can see a lot of stuff. So he's 4th in targets on the team, but when you go to the red zone, he is 1st. So I'm really liking Dalton Kincaid and Keon Coleman to score first. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Please make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share, and comment if you have any suggestions to make this a little bit better of a landscape for you guys to watch visually. If you have any questions, please let me know. I promise you I will answer all of them. And I am out of here. Peace out.